Akwaba.
Yeah, nua.
Me jiri sem pombo ko de.
Nyame adom.
Yes problem ni yemo.
Yo, na medical chia wetiefo nyina happy
98.9
FM. Etiefo nyina me mamu nyina ache. Yo. Ya ba de na ya ba ye da nyame ase. Intimitie. O se problem ni fi yen.
No so say am free no come say problem no mo na problem ni yemo because even no say nti ase say ono asase a waton am obi. Oba lands commissioner. Oba no asase no has been registered in another person's name as a unipa for ato asase no bibi say to me see.
Oh, ade ne say ni nyina ka education ho.
Okay.
Say nipa dodo nyina enya nti nyoma bi ase. Eno munya hu se ne asase ho nsem ekosanki yenim na yetaye sa educative programs nti yebeda mase maso ya asese ma ye bibi sei na yebo amanfo titire nti mekoso a ka tie for se omuntanti happy na educative nyoma bi sei ya na eba o makwan mu na ne ewo ho ne se yen ye wo documentation yen ye wo yen records nti anso na wo beto asase no ye tool for say for surveyor enko pick site no na ya search na hwe se nipa na woto wo no ho no records na yen ye wo no ene no the same say wo records wo koto bi fro ho na say ye search na ne yen de ne bo abra na yentumi emfa mawo efise wo bi fufuro dim nipa wo ne dim na wo say oton enti say okasa na me na kakra say nka ya de ne document ne wo ho na me hu search results na okana then I can speak to it but there is nowhere obi asase ye betumi amaso e de amasase modru be de amaso de amobi sa
as a moment you can't decide say mo de asase bi e kwa akoma obi
there be
mo de na mo ye is based on the record e wo ho
based on records yen office no yen keep I keep records for so many years e be cry answer na me cry ya ba be wo me ya ba be to sa records ya ye de ye adwuma enti ukasa obi ebia opanyi wuti wo kasa okoto asase sisi a efutu amede be ma ne se pe wa surveyor no nkwa asase ni a yem di market on prepare site plan ni yem fanya search na hwe se records a ye keep ni ye be ma all the information and transactions on that land enti ye hwe sa records ni nyina na fe de wo de adjuster pose nipa na all the ma no ne document a ewo is it the same if it's the same why not I didn't think I am farmer, but when there are little differences now, we have officers who would explain to you. We have our client service access units where it is open to the client, it's open to the public, a public office. And so, to me walking in, we have our compliance and complaints units. To me, a logical complaint. Ope idea you bet church mu. But we say I don't do na obo documents ni da on register ne mama bia na papa bi na bi dia or one register enti no oba na later oba na train said these are not the records are not until the one say enti sa na enkomo na akoye
obi say yembisa say is it possible say me kwa Joseph Adam kwa metie makwa akoto asase afemi ye madwene say me ba na maba ba hwe asase na tira kwan e wo lands commissioner me ba ye no asase na me mato etuaka ye do indenture ama me mama akwa site plan say me de banma baba hwe no me ba ya asase no is registered in the name of two different buyers I know you're possible
two different buyers ne de me na kakra how is it possible say wo ba beto no wo ye search hu nipa woni dimu entwen emma nipa na entue sika emma what you are sick?
It was the first thing there was a balance commission.
Eba be search of that parcel.
Enfesika ma onyana auto assassin answer.
There be your site plan. Me cases to say bia yemu bebre talk car so bi wa ha talk car o talk car o do mechanic e call car ne ho because o fa ne say a used car. Enti wo do mechanic be call ho no ma drive test na Mom say, Bibia ya kama, and sana what is sikano e de ato car no. And ya say bia, ubeto car ne ria and sana nipane de pepes amount. Na what we na afe de or de pepes amount no. Na fe na kwa say change of ownership na de be yenti. Waji usika na waje car ne pepes na call DVL na change of ownership enye ye no. Unse enye kama. Sana assassin su ye tu for say for surveyor for obia obetumi aya site plan. We have licensed surveyors who are registered with the commission. Oba and website if you walk into our office, we can give you a list. Wa choose nipa na sa wonnim obi a oya licensed surveyor wo gini dia. Mane ene unko na mo map out sites no. Ni ono nya site plan na fire search. Enti wo ya search no na wo hu say search ameye no ewo nipa na oto ama me ne din mu ne document ne ye pa ansa na wo di sika no ama nipa no. If you say no cry ewo me say o mani mu ayedin obebra pesiko bi so wo ho a asase na eye ho enya ne dia ne wo fa bi cry document ana ne busuani bi document a ono so pe nyansa kwan na wahaw ho beba be hu say edin e wo ho no enye saa nipa no e na one ne dili ye enti ne wo ho na make practical experience bi a me menya me wo office da e na bankers bi me mbo bank kro omo ye miensa e ma mienu be ma ba ko e ba e so omo site bi a wo say ye processes omo register nti wo say me kona me kohwe site no na e family bi wa kra na me mpese me de family ni din so ebetu no mo ton sa sinti me ampo me hu document na me hu say family de sa area ha no mo ton sa ensase no enti me ni omo koso ya koye na family ni share yan wa asase so na family ne members ni bi ka share and say document na you kra no enya original me wana me say me boy say nya we family enya na mo ton sa side ha ensase no na family na sama omo ka share me ne say abrantia na omo ka kire bankers nsa abrantia na omo di sika ma no omo nim no power abusuanim na enyo ono ne the lawful representative enyo ono na owotumi se obeton ensase no na ase ofa frakadam kwan so agi omusika ena inti asase ne kra watwa mom na ya ba begina so na nka ya start registration process no sa asase ne family na nka sakra ton sa part no inti so mo pebidia ebi wo ho na mom eno no wanim kakra je se yaku anim no mo kokko mape sa side ne ma ena bankers ne bisa omo se enti no sika no metua no be de no ka che sika no kra jemo no enya sa na yenye ton asase no wagye a little bit lesser enti ye behwe kwan ye befa so ye begye saa sika no wono ho ba mo beba be top up na mo benya plot no kranye ba bia ye gina no ye benya because family na ton we ho no enti je se omo call down me ka kosisen me ka siso se nipa na ono no wo abusuanim no ne ho akere no opeska bia ye bibi nti no wa fanyansa kwan so
akwakoda omo to asase no so omo meto asase no meanwhile enyo
na wo say osign enyo nti ye na omo kire me indenture ne say omo wo some holograph sticker bi ebi mbomu ansa no mu yi na me hu say ene asema nkrofo no kan nti bankers na nkasa hu say nipa no mo di sika ne man no ba lucky omo ye ne say abusua ne gitu mu say papa na omo di sika no ko man ne dio omo nim no oka abusua no ho na mo enye ono ene yetu sika e de ma no.
Happy 98.9 FM no azugusu a utie no year survey ama Otubia and Sanko land administration officer lands commission wo show iso na no pay answering your questions on a year the acquisition of land ewo micro Ghana mu mesere wa se odo oye o headset no ebehye na because I am going to activate the phone lines again. Now they are going to ask you the questions directly. Because there is another question of people say, just like the experience I will share with us now. Or say on the boss and our to assassin or to assassin and na onipa no to assassin man no free mu. Now the family only assassin akwa koye enkrata foforo attempting to take the land from the boss now to assassin. How do we deal with such an issue?
It's just the boss now or to assassin man we free mu.
Yes.
Ono so I went to me and register and sana papa no e free mu.
Yes.
So nti say nyema ne bi nti da ye tu amanfo for say da wo beto assassin na won sabe kan krata wa ye search awie na wa ensure say nipa na oton ma wo no or the right to sell. Na afa de waje enkrata no. Na de aba ban mu. Aba be register wa ban mu na aban so e di ni de bia ma no so say asomasi na sisie ye records mu no assassin ye ne dia. This is here a wanye say, not just say, a quack way court as a moon. what the man so neighbor
Adane
because abusuano
but
so
can the family just take the land from you just so onipa na oton asase no e de ma wo kane no onu afrimu
there be omu ni saa tumi no they don't have the right to do that but then again no at the end of the day na kwakoye my word against your word what na wo say what the amount to can you prove do you have enough proof ebia receipts be or the ma documents in the signature is it really because nipa sebe oni ho ye den ko friend di adanse ti ni signature ene sa evidence na wo no ene be ma yetumi ehu say ampa oton ma o na and the most important were there witnesses mu mienu nkwa na mko share kokua mu yeye ana say munya witnesses ebe mu ene se nka ode documents ne ma o ena afa the witnesses ebe mu assign so until no be can say signatures na be any in the indenture we have a place for witnesses deponents I was so much assigning to say nkas ene asema bay yenim say witness ni dini na address ni nti ye be friend nipa na ebusa ne say asoma say wanya ne ba bi kwai ono no assign wo ho no otima say ana wo ho no sign say oto ama nipa we ene say witnesses wo witnesses mienu me na meto no me so me witnesses mienu abemu a then chese adanse for ho sampa wagisika enti abusuan ne ntumi enya sa but most important oto ye na nko register ansa na nipa ne free ma say kan records will show say eye wodia
Happy 99 FM na wasugusu a utie no ye Savia Ama Otubia and Sakoi Land Administration Officer Lands Commission is in the studio calling. Yeah, the number is 055 567 657 278 657 Yanko, your question directly to Savia. Good morning. Would you be afraid Yanko? Yes, sir. Patrick, is our question.
Okay, now, Papa was about 30 years. Your man has. Okay. Now, so I'm saying, as I say, Leasing, and I'm going. And see, maybe can say 99 years no more can, Papa now 30 years. Some about 90 years. Still, I need dances. Will be a mystery. They don't know how to, and I only explain it support in my 90 years. We know more. And secondly, no, can say about registration. I say media and I make say Nipam you know how register now. Look, Madam Mpacho, the person came to Lands Commission and be registered. And I mean to media the same thing. In the how I did Lands Commission for do you have hand in it? Because we say not lands. HRTF. What I say, please tell us the truth and be fair. As I just said,
Ni Mamena Wase, your questions directly to Savia Ama Otubia and Sakoi. Good morning. What question? Yes, sir.
Simon. Mr. Maybe some mammy say, it's a year bang and no more year for land guard as a seminal. No penny matter.
Okay, Mamena Wase, Simon say and share Ben and Lands Commission, Afa, a land gardens and 0555 657 278. Yanko, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Nia Shannon Sona, Miss Midina. A quamber in the far as I see I register. The Sunny Land Commission says I register.
Okay.
As I think I registered that. On Land Commission, near Sadia Bahobium, as I the stadium. Okay, I say, friends, of a fire upper presidency, AD. About what the car say on the Land Commission will be covered the woman. It's okay. If okay.
Me.
Papa upper president AD. The two of one Land Commission will be almost the sum for documents. Eddie, I'm for documents. And they ask my acre. Say, yes, first of all, the first process now. So at the end, the West catcher on the highest bidder. No affect you know now on the Nisika. They are obiti one red by system within the Amani panel. We need to be especially when you are dear friends or they started with our boss or more a year of reason. What was of one we hear day, we hear the work of time with some catastrophe. Who caught our craft form a more first because of assassin issue in every land commission. That's it.
Mama Nasi, set also free 0555 and number betimi afre. You ask your question directly to a Severe Ama Otubia and Sakoi Land Administration Officer, Lands Commission. We are answering your questions on land. And Sasi Ehon I would want us to tackle your questions are Omo Ebisano. Said okay, Pato, your question. Good morning. Your question, good morning. Hello, good morning. I'm say my picking line is on to me, 0555657278 and number which me a friend about Jumadi. So happy morning to you. Was a good shout. Good morning. How did you be afraid for young call your question?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Bacho, good morning.
Good morning.
Bacho, because if you are Bacho, Nanka Messin Bisa, Emma, Azoka, no more agency.
Bacho, Bisa.
But I, as I fear, Yenna, or the Miami minimum. And they got kind of work court, or the all service courts will be ideal. But there's a 5 years me, Abbas, much to be the moment. And documents you are double than any day kind of will on. Document me, I thought in my document, and yet they go kind of court. They can the same direction say. Then a bit with Nako, court Nako will now read 1 year can answer what's the direction. That's what you ask.
Omo na ewuye eja omo maame no monsase na omuja omo maame no monsase ne it was contained in a will. Omo kinkan eye will no kire ye ema obia ehu asase no ne a wowo afeko wi akire ne binum akwa yen krata claiming say sansase no ede mo maame no eno mum eye omo dia then on betimi ICC a some be back to the court akwa bie will no mu ahunu baby ansase ne ede ma omo anase then on betimi they want an advice on that yenko good morning udini baby afrefi.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Master Dan Kasotami.
Master Dan, Patomienti or Darama.
Sefai.
Master Dan.
You catch Yemami and Yemiaba now, what you want to say. Problems are in your house, I say, more Ghana Hanimina, every surveyor form. Tapati, surveyor for Moncano. Eh, surveyor for. Ye cast surveyors or Ghana, one much on trop by surveyor for. Me surveyor, you know me fee, me and by surveyor. Omu kanu kore kapre. Nti efrumu efriland office one ma. Umko na nkore de anka. Anye se ye problem ma langa de bru ye wasase so anka so asase wan hwe kra po ba di dam asana. Wo sat nya kasase no kra po ba hia se ye bibinu no wewu aja. Ti omu hwe yibu na omu hwe emlan so emlan na mu nye dia. Na omu ye ni ye nipe wu asase wan asem so organ ha do so family da ase.
Master Dan ma na say from Kaso Master Dan there no so the buy no say yemfa so bon mo yes of yes no. Good morning wa ha. Udini baby afre for your question. Good morning Udini baby afre.
Hello.
Udini baby afre.
Your friend Kwame Katati Tema.
Kwame tema Patomienti.
Person bisa say secure so better asasi efi sa estate developer fund in China.
Okay, Kwame, Medasi, your question will be answered by a guest in the studio this morning. Or see a secure so better asasi every estate development for in China. 0555657278 your number beats me after. I think I'll pick a year about 3 additional calls and I'll allow Seviyama Altubia and Sakoi to respond to some of these questions. I'm Abano 0555657278 number beats me after. Now the Abajumadi so Mamenko Facebook now making kind some of the we say I pulled the gun before my land was secure. I pulled the gun before my land was secure. Yeah, Semo. 0555657278. 0555657278. People are sending me private messages. My making can be or say, and these are issues. Don't tell me that I shouldn't read. These are issues. The more we let these issues out, the more we are likely to get answers and answer responses and answer. You better require a bit to me. A day a yes answer we afaso. We say, Sifa, in this country, you need two things to get a land: get a friend in the police, or get people, hard guys from Ashaiman, Fadama, or Nima. They'll help you secure your land. Okay. This one says, Sifa, I've bought some land in an area, and every day when I go to the land to oversee my development, they say digging fee, whatsoever fee. Please ask surveyor for me. Digging fee, is it legal? Okay, all right. My main now I say, oh dear, buy no. This one says, if I was it, don't mention my name. I've heard you. I won't mention your name. This one says that if I ask land commission for me, I have bought a land. I have an indenture. Is that not enough? Okay, all right. That's another issue. Okay. Producer sending me bakubi ewaha. Nah, I think I would have to take my time to read that. Let me pick a final call and member if he now some of these questions are busano. Savia ama otubi answer kwe. We'll give responses to them. Good morning. How do you need Africa?
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
And but you be some ameno me say. Be ku for time. Remember abako or me we feel kon yo katwa uko we akọ soro on mo side. Almost say almost land commission. Omo akọkọ ye assassin krata ama omo free. Bisane say to me see omo to me yes ade no.
Lands commission akoye asase ho enkrata e dia mo kwa e obra o ma anyehwe.
Me brand so omo antia sika bi omo ye krata ma o dia che omo free o for time. Me brand so no so omo ye ne dia no bi e dia ma omo ko bisane say omo to me yes ade no.
Okay. Mama now I say honestly the other by people have issues. 0555657278 your number with me afraid. Final caller, then we get into responses I bit me from Yesavia Amo to be answer koyo. Na good morning waha. Udi anybody afraid.
Hello.
Good morning. Udi anybody afraid in patch question.
Good morning, Bright Dansoman.
Bright Dansoman patch me into you.
Okay, Mpacho, mpere mi bisa land administrator and say uto asasi wo obia na asasi no onya na as a gift from a family because of an earlier court decision. Now onya just a plot or two. It is a large, area. Auto be one or two plots from that person. What is the procedure? Me kwa kotonwa onu betumi ahwena why in danger mami, so that I'll be certain there ma
ononu onipano got the land as a gift in the document bi enu ana.
In case afena me intimate advice documents no afena me I'm entering into buying. Meaning venture. It is like you tell me this what I will expect from the person. Say mother document. Say and it's not only one plot or more than one acre. Maybe one plot every new. How is it going to transact that business? And then secondly, family lands, are they plotted or they are just registered straightforward? Are they plotted in the system?
Okay.
Yeah.
Good questions. Final caller. And there is a year let it be regarding the conversation that we're having. And I would wish say make kinds of letter no, and then if there is any response and as advice you can give is there anything like accumulated ground rent and who pays that? That's the question, Pacho. 0555-657-258. Number final caller. Ebemwa na ye dijumedi no. Final caller comes in, and then Severe Ama Otubia will respond to the questions, and then we can actually wrap up on today's edition of the Happy Morning show. Let's pick the responses. The ones that you noted down. All right.
First caller though was talking about 30 years gifts. Or can say what will happen after the expiry of the lease. Emra woho ende emra edaho constitution that stool lands, you can't sell stool lands forever. In our 1992 constitution, it is written say the highest you can give out is a leasehold interest for 99 years.
Okay.
So that is what the officers can work with because that's the laid down law.
99 years.
99 years maximum, yes.
Okay.
If you're a Ghanaian.
Okay.
But if you're a foreigner or a foreign company, you can't get more than 50 years. When you're Ghanaian, in our Pasasiatana, so Ghana, you're maximum 50 years.
Okay.
Now, on so what's say. Now, our Land Act 2020 also has included family lands. That family lands too can be sold for that period. So you can only get a leasehold interest for a period of 99 years. Yamawa 99 years. Emroso. But your covenant and clauses are a protected. Metiasiasa we sidan was so. And no trese, and also trese 99 years no edru as a sound. There is a covenant, there are clauses, and you have the first right of option of renewal. It goes to you. One that option to renew for another term. There are some people that are indenture and there is an option to renew for 45 years. There is an option. So you have the first right. But if you waive it, until be fan say be a ne papa no se or send papa 90 years. Until the mibua ne papa tena 60 years. And they say I can 39 years no. After the expiration of 39 years, said the nananum ewo ho. Na the nananum ka say ye nana ejapadi ye per se ye renewer. They have the first right. So you go back to Crofona Woto no. Now your man negotiate.
So the family cannot unilaterally say what 99 years and so we are free. And before beat me about
the laws protect us.
Okay.
The laws protect us.
Okay.
Unless the family has a very tangible reason why they would want to. But if not, naturally, you only have to pay for a renewal. And if you don't want it, after 99 years, the men now got na brochure. Sasa sonomunfa and fine yashi. And theatre hosana at a whole year. In that case, no, naturally say they would want to give to someone else.
Mami Uni spoke about communication officer Lands Commission. What Tanasi? As they say, the only now to be a binana or Pewampo to respond to the questions a man for Busa about land. Yen Trahan for Land Act in here. They say, Ama a Mami Unis, Munina, you are part of the family. And someone Ghana for what you know about lands, when I'm responded to. The other question in here. The other questions are Omobusa.
I think we are done.
Yeah, we are done with a year or no dear.
All right. And Yabeko Okola Nia or Cassette, 2 people registered in land. Ni Ayamena Kakra, Assassino, the same. You know, we have different interest in land.
Okay.
Or Hennebewa allodial interest. Mena men kan busiano who am base me babetono. Ebia wa mama 99 years. Meso bia me ho atche me kakra. Ntim pese me tonma sefa metumi ama 70 years. Enti sa 70 years no wo register mane ye.
Okay.
Me 99 years no. Me register mane ye. Ena ohene na me call no ho a ono no wo allodial sa stool sa stool na wo allodial interest. No so allodial interest no. You register mane ye.
Okay.
Enti sisi and the question is, what interest are you talking about? And which one is conflicting? Because ye nyina no I'll see you say ohene ne de ne de ya afebɔ nyame na de ama no no saa stool no sɛ ohene yiwu na foforo ba saa stool no mo ano mu di saa de no afebɔ no na yɛ allodial interest no me na ma ba bɛsere age 99 years no me nso so me wo interest e bia me mantumi ansi dan no na me de ama sɛ ne wo si so na ma miska kakra na e bia me nhye ground floor na wo fa upper floors no enti won so interest na registered e bia Eunice ewa ha no na Eunice akase o me nso mpese me bue saloon ne shop bi ba me pese nka wo de e bia wo first floor ni nyina ma me for 50 years. So 50 years now Eunice beje sa first floor no and no see to me register and it's there are different interests. So the only thing is that one particular interest cannot be registered forever between two people. It should be the different ones. And what is he talking about? Until I make us say, no, sometimes oba na fe no wakasa. We have the client service and access unit. Ye benya ho abotre no be kasa. Oba we have a complaints unit. And also so oba na be logical complaints. E bia na wona wonte ne omo kanase. Enti so oba eno so ye benya ho abotre na ya churchro mu. It's not possible.
Last question, because I know say questions in the and we cannot exhaust all of the questions and because time questions you pick up questions more than the responses I was saying at the moment. So the final question no. Now sorry is I believe say be next week say nya be a bit me asantana then entry some of the other questions no to me and give a response to no. I think that the final caller or no question, no, and the question that somebody sent said, "Mimbisa." I think that you wrote it on the other page.
Accumulated ground rent.
Accumulated ground rent. I know you're doing.
All right, and the auto assassin uji for a lease period. There is something we call ground rent. Whether auto from the government, that's if you're buying from the government of Ghana, you pay rent. If you're buying from the stool,
rent on the land.
Yes, please. Okay. When you are buying from the stool too, you pay rent. And the indenture is more of a contract which will set out the terms in which both of you are contracting. So it's important you always read. And see, even in our constitution, we have an office we call the Office of the Administrator of Stool Lands. Or no, just our government rent. I mean, rent for the stools. Or no, with stool lands. Or all the accumulated rent. There is a way we disburse it. 10% goes to the office of the administrator of stool lands for their daily administrative duties. Then the 10% near Enkaino, Yama ahemfufo a percentage for keeping up with the stool. Another percentage goes to the district assembly in which that stool is located, or the municipal assembly. Then there's another percentage which goes up to the chiefs for what they are doing. So we have the family lands too. You also pay rent to the family. So the rightful people who are supposed to, the lawful representative of the family, normally a busia penny and some decision makers or some important members who are part of the family. Omona ubetia sa rent nama. And when it comes to government lands too, you pay rent to the government and you pay that to the Public and Vested Lands Management Division of the Lands Commission. They are in charge of taking care of vested lands and public lands on behalf of the government. And yes, you pay rent. So if you default in paying your rent for a period of time, it accumulates. And if you're right,
so the rent is paid on an annual basis and also on a monthly basis.
Yes. So it depends on the terms and conditions. Normally, it's a convention say it's annual.
Okay.
Yes, it's annual.
So if you money na near campum no akwakutia. And as obi no be babeji.
And for the stools, stool land, Office of the Administrator of Stool Lands, in order to be effective and efficient, they realize and to almost 7 will notice.
Okay.
That's the same thing with the government lands. And also when we saw and there obeba and no beko no kwakwa adaneka into on your danica. But these rents are not huge money. They are little things we pay for them to be able to have an effective administration.
Okay. Sylvia Ama Otubia and Sakoi, Lands Administrator, Lands Administration Officer, Lands Commission, and a Eunice Opoku. About Eunice, you want this to chat. Fire, sorry. Na Yankonyango Pondo next week, no. A tier for any Muga Mupa, studio her. And some doors, yes, someone na more ya my knee, a mouth who among Sasso. Then more ye, then my ye.
Yo, Pacho, that's bebre. yɛda mo mpanyimfoɔ so ase ne akwanya mɔde ama yɛn sɛ yɛnkyerɛkyerɛ nsasesɛm mu yɛde nkyia so freelance commission mpanyimfoɔ hɔ ɛbrɛ mo yɛn mpanyin a ɔda ano ɛyɛ acting executive secretary Saveya Benjamin Arthur ɔne ne mpanyimfoɔ ɛwɔ hɔ Saveya John Sofreiboadu ɛne mpanyimfoɔ nyinaa sɛ yɛnka nkyerɛ mo sɛ happy mo bɔ adwuma ɛne sɛ makwanya na mɔde ama yɛn no enye mfidie ni nyinaa so ne enya akwanya edikasa anso mo so muduru akyire pa enti sɛ masom me yedi nkomo a eboa me akyekyere mind dia na yɛse aseda enka mo na last commission yɛbɛkyerɛ mu akosi sɛ enye yɛn na yɛayɛ ama basabasayo ɛwɔ nsaase mu adɔɔso sɛ Saveya mo to bia akyerɛkyerɛ mu bebree na mebɔ akyire na metie pa a very extensive conversation and nemonya no wakyerɛkyerɛ mu ne enti a ɛba ne saa bebree naa no ɔmotɔ nsase sɛneɛ yɛtɔ entoosu ohu entoosu ho ɛfɛ na a entoosu yɛ ɛfɛ no watu aka ya na ɛtɔ nsase
yɛntɔ nsase saa
yɛntɔ nsase saa
yɛnyɛ sɛ deɛ wokɔ window shopping ɛwɔ kurom no kɔ nneɛma na yɛ ɔfa no atɔ Eunice wode ɛmiɛ fɛn sɛ nyankopɔn doma next week nyankopɔn doma next week
adeɛ de yɛfrɛ ne due diligence na ɛyɛ critical madam akyerɛkyerɛ mu bebree ɔse ɛnyɛ obi ani wɔ asase tɔ mu yɛn pensempensem mu yɛn hwehwɛ mu bebree asase no so around ɛna bra lands commission bɛyɛ hwehwɛ mu deɛ yɛfrɛ ne search hwehwɛ ne ɛne dia ansa na wa yɛ convince ampa baby amekoto asase deɛ meni asase wura ɛna edi nkita ho no
Eunice mamela was Eunice communications officer lands commission eye Saveya ama otubia ansakoye lands administration officer lands commission women will be your former buyer and ne will kwada no pay and make you train come next week they will be here to answer your questions live on Happy Morning Show.